Hey y'all, so I had a dream last night and I need you guys to interpret it for me if you're into dream interpretation. Now, aside from premonitions and visions and stuff like that, when I'm just dreaming, it's usually in a building or in a house, which is a translation of your subconscious, obviously. So, let's long story short it, right? In my dream, there's a party going on. I'm in like a mansion, right? I'm going throughout the house or whatever, and that's where like my regular subconscious dream moments start happening in the house. That's besides the point. So I end up coming outside, out back at the house, where it's like a big old mansion, and it's a whole bunch of people outside, out back, like it's a party or a celebration or something. Everybody's dressed real nice. It's daytime. It's a nice day. The weather is nice. But then there's this. That moment just starts with me walking out the back door to the party, and I have a unalived infant in my arms, swaddled. That's number one. Two, I look out into the backyard, into this big old backyard, and there's a little boy sitting in the yard. I knew that this little boy was related to the baby that I was holding. This little boy was probably about 3 or 4 years old. Very tiny little boy. He looked Indian. He had a haircut, and he was a little more on the light skin side, and he had on like a formal jacket, and it was like gold and white, and it had like all these like little designs on it and stuff, and it had like little shoulder pads and the cuffs around the wrist. Like, he was dressed really nicely. Y'all, I went up to this little boy, and I'm holding the baby in my hands, and I went up to him and I said, I want you to come with me because I don't want nothing to happen to you. And he looked at me and he told me that he ate something bad. And I said, what do you mean? He said, I ate something bad, and he started to unalive in front of me. So while he started to go into that, everybody around me started running and screaming and running in the opposite direction. And then at that point, when that child was about to, when his head was about to hit the ground because he was unaliving, I went to try to scoop him up with my left hand because I had the other baby in my right hand. So then I was struggling to pick up this child while holding the other child, and I'm standing in the middle of this backyard with people running and screaming away from me, and I'm holding 2 unalived children. I was in a state of shock and worried about why nobody else was worried about the children, and why I was the one deciding to try to hold them. I know I was trying to get them to a car. I was trying to hurry up and get them towards a car, but it was really hard for me to hold both of their dead weight. So I felt like I was like fairly small, but not like a child or nothing like that. Like, I was a woman, but I was a very, very small woman. And when I looked at my arms, when I picked up the kids, my arms were light. I went and I got the children into a car that was sitting out front of the house. I walked all the way around the mansion with these children in my hands to go and get them in the car because I was going to try to take them to